It is the morning still. It's actually before noon. Coffee smacks. Oh man, and my eye's been extra annoying as always. Especially yesterday, oh my god. So if I'm having to clean it a lot, it's just, it is what it is. Okay, we are gonna do chapter 4 today. And then, alright, so we're gonna do chapter 4 today because I haven't done that via the live streams. And then tomorrow we should do chapter 5, I think we should be able to. And I'm gonna do all the story via like the Atlas, and then we're gonna do the Truth Seeker battle with that cool boss fight, which was super interesting. I have not got to meet 37 yet, so I'm really excited for that. We got the Hour of the Tigers apparently here. Yay! Day3 with the sub. Hey, thank you. It's 4:20 p.m. for you. Oh, okay. Where are you guys? Asia? I figured this game has a much bigger Asian audience than my other games I play. So starting early, I probably just get a different audience. It's fine. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I live in Romania. I'm American, but I live in Europe. Permanently. Sydney. Oh, so you're Australia. Okay. Interesting. You had coffee at 12 a.m. That's probably not the smartest decision before going to bed. Oh boy. Guys, do I get to meet 37 yet? Or is that Prisoner in the Cave when we meet her? That sounds more like when we're gonna meet her. Ah! Okay, okay, okay. I'm excited. I didn't even eat my banana yet. It's fine. You like this chapter? Yeah? Your sleep schedules. Yeah, I tend to go to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then my baby wakes up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I give her a bottle and then we go back to bed. Okay, I think we're all good here otherwise. I might just get rolling. So I'll tell you guys what else I've been up to before I get rolling, I guess. So I still haven't done the final few runs of Showdown in Chinatown. I just haven't had the time to record that because I've been doing this recording plus reaction type thing. But I did start doing this. So I story skipped the entire thing and I'm farming the shop. I bought out a lot of the stuff. I desperately needed dust, so it made sense to do it through here instead, right? And I'm working on it. But I decided to story skip through here because that way I could start doing some of this other, like, I'd start doing the hard mode. I did one of these basic runs of this after report. Nothing crazy here, nothing great. Y'all know how it goes. This is a new account. But it was fun to start seeing what the... I didn't even realize there's a fancy boss like this. Does the other one have this too? Are we supposed to be doing a boss daily and I didn't even know that? For Showdown of Chinatown? I didn't even know there was a boss at the end. That was as a daily reward. It's fine. As far as Showdown in Chinatown goes, I've bought everything except the Gluttony, which I'll grind for. And this, so I've done pretty good. I'm almost there, guys. I'm not overly concerned with these. I think I like the Festival Square one because it's cute. But I don't think I care too much about... I'm not a Hollywood fan. I don't really care about like Walk of Fame. Maybe I'll buy all the Asian cool style stuff. But yeah, definitely the Gluttony. Even though that's ridiculously... Why is the Gluttony more expensive than the goddamn Psy cube itself. So weird. But I guess it's like, it could be any Psy cube you want it to be, so there's that. I don't like the wilderness. I don't know, it's not... I thought I would like it because I enjoyed it in Eversoul, but I just find myself... okay, I like the wilderness. I don't care about the critter stuff. Like, do I have to waste time leveling, training critters and clicking through that boring... I don't like the dialogue, I skip it there. I don't personally like all that. I have so... how do we get more... oh yeah, I think it's the handbook, right? To get more island limits, yeah. I need to just train the stuff, it's fine. Purchase from the wilderness shop? Oh, I've already done this, though. It's fine. I was trying to save up to get something cool. Like one of these little cute trailers or something, but I guess I'll get the resources in the meantime. Yeah, you kind of need it though. If you don't have space, that's why you need to do the critter stuff. Like, the island limit is based on doing the critter stuff. So if you want your island to get bigger, you gotta do it. Unless you mean space as in downloading it? On your phone or something, you mean? We all skip the critter dialogues, yeah. Okay, I don't feel bad then. It didn't seem that interesting. I was like, okay, it's cute. I'm definitely like the kind of gal that loves puppies and kittens and animals and whatever too, but it's not that interesting. Yeah, but if you can't place buildings and you need more space for stuff, then you have... that's how you get more spaces, by doing the handbook. Yeah, there's a wilderness... I did see the wilderness shop. But you can only get so much. Okay. Oh, I could show you guys... wait, one more thing before we get started. Guys, look it! I'm getting there. She's inside too.
Thought you'd forgotten me or something.
She's getting there. She's getting there. I actually like her normal outfit better. This one's cuter. Although then she has the boring panel, right? Ugh, but I like that outfit. Okay, fine, I'll do the other one.
Finally.
I gotta feel fancy, I guess. We'll feel fancy. I don't like berets. It's kind of a beret. You were gonna start, but you told yourself... oh. You're playing Nikki, yeah? With Nikkei? How do you say that? I don't even know. I actually saw the Infinity Nikki and thought the characters looked so beautiful, but I know they pissed off their community and everybody quit, so... probably not the best game to look at. I just thought the outfits and the customization and how fun the characters looked. Oh my god, I loved it. But yeah, I'm not... and I don't want to do any open world like Genshin, a Wuthering Waves style game right now. I just can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, so... Chapter 4, Part 1, An Old Umbrella. Let's go!
Burden.
Through the window, she sees a beam of light penetrates the statue suspended in time.
I saw Burden by the storm. No.
What's happening?
It's just a nightmare.
We last left off with the kids going outside into the storm. A slender figure gets up. The lobby is spacious as it used to be, but she's only being walking across it now. Wait, she's the only being walking across it now.
A nightmare, overly real.
Oh, no, it's like, is this where they, like, did we unlock something related to artificial somnambulism at this point? Is that why they're talking about nightmares and dreams? Maybe.
Is it because I haven't seen them for so long?
The kids tried to touch grass. I don't know if I would consider that successful. Rarely this place would be in such serenity. Since their return to the Foundation, each one of them has been invited to a one-on-one talk with the Foundation.
Was the first to leave. She said she was going to talk to
I'm gonna
Madame
turn my
Z
volume up
about which
for-
department
sorry,
they would
guys.
belong to. I haven't heard from her since then.
Yes. Here are their background reports I wrote for your perusal.
Then, Sotheby. Her boredom was swept away by the invitation. She departed in such a haste that her beloved doll was left behind on the carpet.
This is Sotheby, a well-educated lady born in a traditional Arcanist family. She comes from an extremely privileged background.
Oh yeah, the
Her
dinner
family
was the
has
last thing
special
that really
influence around the
happened.
world. Besides, she has limited social skills and scientific knowledge. It will be difficult to assimilate her.
Compared to Sotheby, Mr. Apple was apparently not very happy to be invited. When he left, he turned a little green.
Mr. Apple, under his modest and gentle appearance, lies a sharp perception by nature. Being so erudite, he always has his own views of our historical intelligence. As far as I know, he remains upset about Captain Regulus's involuntary affiliations with the Foundation. While Regulus has never been truly accepted by the Foundation, she has missed out all the education and training a member of the Foundation should have received. The influence left by the outside world on her is like a banner among the ordinary staff in the Foundation. A banner way too salient. Once the banner was held up, new arguments were raised, and thus exacerbated the factional conflict inside the Foundation.
Factional conflict? There ought to be no factions in the Foundation. All of us share one common goal. You should know that well.
I don't know. Okay, that was like a video, so it just played
But the
straight through.
conflict has been there all the time. And it only grows. The group that believes in mankind's supremacy is splitting the Foundation's belief apart.
So, time isn't the only thing you've been observing these years.
The conflicts cannot be covered by regulations anymore, Madame Z. The storm has been here for 8 years. None of the people who are left behind can shake off the influence it brought. Human technologies are
8
being
years,
reversed,
okay.
while Arcanum is blooming. The unexpected first storm brought more than half of the Foundation's elite members away from us. The number of staff of the House of Integratus and the committee cannot compare with that of their heyday, even now. In order to contend against Manus Vindictae, we have kept absorbing Arcanists from the outside world. However, the dissenting voices have only grown louder.
Because they're gaining people
Loud
too.
enough to be heard, and have become a faction that couldn't be shaken. The Mankind Caucus. Beyond their control, these new Arcanists only brought fear. They demand an unchallengeable power to make
Is that
decisions.
a new group?
And a harsher control of Arcanists. Madame Z, I don't want my friends or me to be the sacrifice of this conflict, as we were 4 years ago.
That's why you handed in the background reports of
4
those
years ago.
arcanists as the evidence for your proposition in the negotiation.
What happened 4 years ago?
Burton, what do you want?
A neutral, safe, and legitimate place for us.
What if I'm also on the side of Mankind Caucus?
Oh, that
I
was
don't know
only
whose
4 years
side you're
ago?
on, but I believe the future you pursue doesn't end up with the Foundation being split apart by factional conflict.
Feels longer.
That's what I learned from that stormy night.
I guess I expect Verton to actually be like a proper adult, but no, she's just like a teenager.
Your eyes told me. You didn't belong to that chess game.
You may leave the reports. I need some time.
No matter what your decision is. Thank you.
In the middle of the office stands solely the lady in white. She flips through the files, sighs, and picks up the phone.
Please put me through
Okay.
Delegate Mark.
Like 16, yeah. Long hallways located between the committee and the House of Integratus, forming a bridge between the two loci of power. Familiar and unfamiliar ones bustle around the hallway, holding proposals that only have 1 to 10 chance of passing.
Hey, Burton.
Hello.
Your friend is waiting for you in the rehab center. Mesmer Jr., remember?
Let us take you there, so you guys can catch up.
Oh yeah, Burton was still... Okay. That's true. So this was like a flashback episode. Tender as the Night was where we left off, which was the dinner. When was the like whole... The deep sleep? Okay, so the deep sleep was part of that too. Like Verton being in the hospital, being forced into a coma. And then I guess she was flashing back to her childhood in that meantime. Right, okay. So I guess we didn't leave off at the dinner, we left off at a little bit of mixture of flashbacks plus... Wait, how did that jump then? Super confused now, wait. After Verton was in like a coma or whatever she was in, why did she get there in the first place? What was the injury that made her get there? Now I don't remember. This is before she's in the rehab, actually? So this part here is before it? They kind of flash forward, or like, is this just jumping time like crazy? Maybe that's a problem. Because this is 8/25, so this is August 25th. Tender is the Night was February. Oh gosh, yeah. So there was a big jump. And then this whole, who knows what the hell it was exactly, it was children. And now we're going to 8/26, so this is the day after the rehab stuff, actually. Wasn't that rehab stuff when the stocky stuff happened? This deep sleep is the 25th, and this is 1 day later. 2 days later. Here. So it's actually... 1913, though. Is this 1913? Why don't we have a date? I assume so. Why would it be like the same day, same month? She hasn't woken up from rehab yet. Oh, okay, like she's still there, yeah. Alright. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. It's confusing. Chapter 2. Wait, Tender is the Night. That's what I was just on. Yeah, that's what I said. Chapter 2 was February. Chapter 2 is February. And then chapter 3 was flashbacks and August. And now we're 1 day later from the current time as August. I know the time frames are confusing. There's like a couple people, I've seen some lists of people like trying to order when things actually happen versus like some of the events are kind of confusing to place. That's February of 2029. The other one. Yeah, the February. Okay, yeah, February of 2029. Oh, you mean then it goes back to 2019. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so this is not later than this at least. Well, or is it? The storm makes things go back, so that's actually the future. If the storm is reversing time still, which it is at this point, it's not going forward yet. I know it can. But then, yeah, this is forward, technically. Because I don't think we're going back in time to before this happened, or this happened. It's like, the time is reversing because another storm happened, right? More events have happened. Technically forward. Yeah, it's technically going forward in time. It's just, yeah, it's all very confusing. Alright, The Outsider, Part 2.
Miss Druvis, we are waiting for your response.
Now, I am the last to be invited.
Is there anything else that concerns you, Miss Druvis?
When will my friends come back?
They are waiting for you outside the suitcase, just as we are. All we want is an opportunity to talk to you face to face.
Please wait a moment.
There's no time to feel attached to the past. She looks at the brown granules in her palm. These are seeds of trees. She wags her finger. The seeds are sprinkled on the ground by the stairs. They quickly roll and disappear in the gaps and crevices. Her friends are not here, of course.
May I ask where we are?
The library. A place where people let down their guards. Trust always facilitates cooperation, don't you think?
But I don't even know your name.
The name is Constantine. I'm the Vice President of the Joint Committee of the Foundation. Please allow me to extend a welcome on behalf of the Foundation.
She taps her pen on the table and calls out a thin pile of documents.
We sent this
shit.
document into that suitcase days ago.
Go back.
I should assume that you have read it. What's your conclusion then, Ms. Weyerhaeuser?
Are you referring to inviting Sotheby, Mr. Apple and me to join the Foundation?
Oh. So everyone has to be registered if they are practicing like Arcanum skills, right? So Sotheby, does that mean they have to be a member of the Foundation? I wouldn't think so, right? Or is that the deal? It's like when registering you become an official member, like a citizen. It's weird.
We need to discuss this with Verton before we give you
You
a
join the
proper
Foundation or
response.
you join the other cults. Kidding, not kidding. All the politics.
We don't know much about the Foundation.
It's true.
As far as I'm concerned, I do not yet intend to join any organization.
That is to say, you are inclined to turn down my proposal.
My apologies. Verton has not only been of great help to us, but also saved us from the storm. I cannot accept the invitation without her opinion. Neither can I make decisions for others.
Fair enough.
Constantine gets up on her feet and walks to the other side of the table. There stands an unfinished card tower. Hey, Mule.
You, who accidentally and rather luckily escaped from the storm in 1929, and now seek refuge from the Foundation. Weyerhaeuser, Sotheby, and Apple, you are the spire of the tower. Between you and the Foundation, the stories in the middle are our investigators who go out to rescue the wandering arcanists and humans. Verton is one of them. Merely a drop in the ocean. Verton, indeed, is the key to connect you and the Foundation. But let's not forget, only an entity as massive and powerful as the Foundation can provide you with long-lasting protection.
You must become one of us.
Without the Foundation's supplies, manpower, and technology, even Verton can barely sail against the great tides of history, let alone the ordinary people, whose fate is doomed to struggle in the endless hazards of time.
I know, right? She
Open
seems
your
so
eyes
evil,
and take
too.
a look. We are the unshakable fortress you should rely on.
She let children go out a door into their death and made sure it happened.
Do you
I think
still
she's
wish
fucked
to
up.
talk to Verton first?
I mean, I don't think I'd want to join when you make it sound so cult-like.
She's receiving a treatment from us, which means she won't make it back by your side before any decision is made.
I mean, she ain't going anywhere.
Her
Does she have to
suitcase
join
will
now?
also be retrieved for research purposes after the meeting. As compensation for your displacement, we will arrange you a more decent room.
Instead of
Miss
inside her
C will show
suitcase?
you around the headquarters tomorrow. Go walk around and meet some people. Perhaps it will help you see what the most beneficial choice to all of us would be. I will wait for your answer. But don't keep me waiting for too long.
Oh boy. Okay. 8:27, still another day later. A coat rack, part 3.
Yes, I've received the report on the Chicago office. Well done.
The envelope leaves her and flies out of the window. Madame Z quickly walks through the crowds and stops at a door. Ah, shoot. No, slow down. Hold on, where'd my mouse go? Aside from the vibrant secretary area, the entire hallway is bathed in a serene vibe. Yuli, is it a good game to try? Yeah, I played it for a 1-week series and then I kept playing it, so... It's just very chill. It's very story-driven, but you can skip story and watch it later. The characters are super fun and cute and interesting. It's kind of dark story-wise, but there's no PvP and no guilds, which is honestly a nice break. There's no leaderboards. You just play at your own pace. enjoy the game. It's more of like a card system type thing too, where you actually play cards. Unlike all these gacha turn-based games that call them cards, where you're like, it's not a card. This is like legit like cards. You combine cards and move or make them higher value. It's just a very different style of gameplay for some of the gachas, but it's pretty cool. You can check I have a 1-hour gameplay video on this channel if you want to see what the gameplay and the battles look like. But right now we're just doing the story from the Atlas. So like if you decide to story skip and you want to go back and read it later, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm going back and reading it later. Or enjoying it, watching it later. But it's so lovely. It's a very well done game. And the community is so nice and so positive compared to a lot of the toxic games that you know we've played. This is a door to her own office.
Good timing. Did I startle you? Considering what we've been through together, I didn't expect you to be as surprised as Miss Weyerhaeuser was.
Hmm?
Sharon didn't tell me you're here.
There's no need to tense up. I told her not to say anything.
Or Z's
I've
always on
talked to Miss
tiptoes around her.
Everything's going well. She's gotten quite a shock. That little pale face. Like a stressed cat. She's in dire need of comfort from a friend.
What do you want me to do?
To do what a good tamer would do. Reach her with a sincere, friendly gesture. Ease their pains, answer their questions, and lead them on to the right path. Of course, most importantly, make them be of use to us, to serve the course of the peace of mankind.
I see.
Constantine feels pleased with the response. She gets up and walks toward the door.
None of them has signed the agreement. But this recruitment is essential for us. For the short term and for the long run. Can you see what I am doing?
Madame Z listens with her head bowed. Constantine smiles.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Don't address her as Miss Weyerhaeuser. She doesn't like it.
I'll take note on that.
She stares at her until that slim, tall figure goes through the door and disappears in a distant light.
5 2/3 portions of silver wine, 20 drops of toad oil, and some crumbles of pure gold from Ucayali.
Sotheby rests her head on the table, stirring some semi-solid liquid in the tube. She contemplates for a bit and takes out 2 more tubes with bright-colored materials inside from under her dress.
Last ingredient, the burning acid salts. Sotheby's incredible shape-shifting potion will be done at any minute.
Hey, Steam Bun, I've watched your content quite a bit. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is my second YouTube channel, and I played it for... I was trying to just do some filler content because I was kind of in between games, and I wanted to reactivate the channel. And I was doing this 1-week playthrough series where I just play a game for a week and do a review. And then, I just liked it, and I kept playing. Here I am. I kept going. Which I like. It's a really lovely game, isn't it? No sponsorship for this one. It just one I happened to try because someone in my guild cluster from other games they suggested, yeah, they're like, I was like, guys, what should I do for another 1-week series? And then they're like, someone said Reverse 1999. I tried it. I was like, oh yeah, I always wanted to try that game. Why not? You're one of my reference channels in my Discord. I was like, alright guys, who do I reference? I have the couple websites, community tier list, suggested YouTube channels. Me, of course, because it's my Discord. The official, Steam Bun, and Jakadzen. Haha. If you guys don't know who he is, you probably do if you know who I am. But he covers the game and has a lot of the Chinese versions, spoilers, but good stuff. Depression 1999. It does start like during the Great Depression, right?
What is going on? The edge of the potion has turned pink.
Dress up. Okay, I think I've seen that person too. I'll add them to my list. Okay. I think someone shared one of their videos the other day in my chat in Discord. Okay. Think I gotta find it though. I don't know. I'll look.
Blimey! It's the iron bowl! It reacted with the potion! Oh no, this is not good. What effect will it cause now? I should have brought my crucible with me. Nothing can work as a decent vessel here.
Dan, yeah, it's dark. It's a dark story. So the word depression, not just literally the time period, but also it's definitely a bit dark overall. She jumps up with annoyance and starts taking taking circles in the room. Walking in circles?
Time is against me. Dinner will be served at any minute. I have to make up my mind now.
She's quickly counting the ingredients hidden under her dress. 23, 24, 106. Not far away from the room, footsteps come closer and closer to her closed door.
Sotheby, dinner is ready.
Wait! Don't come in! I don't have enough ingredients for another potion. What can I do? This could be the last chance to make it out.
Miss Sotheby, do you need help?
Oh no. Is she gonna hide behind a clothing rack?
I am putting on stockings. This is ladies' dressing time, so don't you come in.
Good
Just
excuse. I like her style. The tube is radiating heat in her palm.
It's all right. I'll be fine. I may look a bit different from expected, but it doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1.
She inhales deeply and finishes the potion in one gulp. The unperfect potion flows through her throat, reeking of smell of timber in her esophagus. She feels something is tickling her in her hair, and her head seems to lose its weight. Her nails become fluffy like cotton, stretching out in all directions. There seems to be a sun, a hatchling in her larynx, hanging over the rest of her body. This feeling is too distinct to be overlooked. What the... No, you weren't kidding.
My throat is burning.
That's why there's a coat rack.
But I made it, didn't I? Let me see. What am I now?
That's funny.
A coat rack? Impossible. I was expecting a movable tennis ball.
Miss
She was
Sotheby,
trying to turn herself into a tennis ball so she could like roll
please
under the
excuse
bed
me,
and
but I
hide.
have to open the door.
Or something? What? Why would you want to turn yourself into a tennis ball? Creak, door opens.
Miss Sotheby,
New skin win. The guard freezes the dinner plate, looking up and down in the bewilderment. There's truly no one in the room, nor any place for anyone to hide. Garment, yeah.
This coat rack. Was it here before?
He doesn't like the way it stands there. He turns his face around to the desk. He certainly can't miss that muddy, semi-finished potion in the bowl. He cautiously dips his gloved fingers into the suspicious mud and takes a whiff.
She must still be in the room.
Yes, indeed, suffering she is, in this very room. I remember seeing the coat rack in a couple spots overall. Itchy, incredibly itchy. Your throat feels like it's become a lump of soil where the water weeds grow vigorously and they're dancing and burning. Oh god.
Miss Sotheby!
She's trying to run away as a coat rack. She grips her hat, jumping like a standing twig toward the open door. What a strenuous move. What a painful pace. She can't help missing the days when she could walk with 2 legs. You mean like 5 minutes ago? But the guards sees...
Miss Sotheby, you are not allowed to leave the room without permission.
She's a freaking prisoner?
Forgive me for being violent.
It's the Iron Bowl's fault! This is false imprisonment! I must get out of here today! Bodyguards! Bodyguards!
Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard. Although she tends to need them quite a lot. For someone who does not need a bodyguard. The potion Sotheby smashes on the floor has taken effect. The guard is deeply troubled by the sneezes one after another.
You can never seize Miss Sotheby, the great potion alchemist, that easily!
More of the people in white are attracted by the noises of this room. In this room.
What's going on? What's wrong, Miss Sotheby?
She's wearing
Your
black,
dress
but
is a
okay.
mess. Ugh, this room smells terrible.
Oh, my body is back! The potion's effect
Ayo, bae.
wears off.
The guard, covered in odd slime, tries to get up off the floor with great effort. Achoo! It's good. Oh wait, why am I reading? Who says
Good
that?
to see you here. We must apply for more guards for this
Illumina,
room.
welcome! Thanks for the membership, by the way. Hey! I'm gonna update some of my Gotcha Gang YouTube channel membership stuff soon, so... There's not much right now, just I think emotes, but we'll see. Okay. I'm sure they asked you this, but will you try a theory or restart? I have a sponsorship possible, so I can't do anything on it yet until I get details first. If I cover a game and then they won't give me a sponsorship. Kidding, not kidding. Content creator life. But no, there's also, I have Dragonair and a theory of restart that I'm kind of waiting on sponsorship info for. And yeah, I'm happy that I found Reverse 1999 in the meantime, because Dragonair doesn't sound like that is anytime too soon. At least a couple months. And then a theory of restart, I still don't know for sure if they're gonna offer like me an odd one or just whatever, specifically anything with the global launch. My agent's been talking to them, they have new contacts, and they said it sounds like we'll have something, but nothing's sure yet. But at the same time, I have this other part of me that's like, but I like Reverse 1990 a lot. Reverse 1999 a lot, so I don't really I mean, I want a sponsorship because this is my full-time job, and those pay much better than I can do with anything with this game at this point. But, you know, I need to balance, I guess. But I really like it, so I don't mind a little bit of weight with some of it, but I also need to finish buying the house that we currently are living in. We pretty much bought a house, a private deal, and moved into it before we finished paying it off, technically. So that's a little bit of a stressful situation, so you guys might see a couple sponsorships here and there for me. Girls gotta pay the bills. But luckily, they're for fun games. And yeah, if I can get one for Etheria Restart, or if Dragonair comes back and it's good, that's a very good thing to be able to get sponsorships for games I like. You got married to— aw, nice. Yeah, we're doing okay financially, but like when you buy a house that's, you know, we said you still owe like 40,000 euros on a house, you don't just get that in a month or two. So that's the— we're still paying stuff off. We already paid off we paid off most of it, but we still have that big chunk left. It's a lot to figure out like where is that money coming from, but hopefully we'll sort it. I could afford a big ass like monthly payment, but I moved to Romania from the US, so I can't get a loan in like my name anyway, so it's fine. Well, we're sorting it though. It's just a weird mess right now with like with not knowing what's going on with the other games. Like Dragonair is relaunching it probably in July, and it's like, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be a hot mess? Are people gonna come back? Is it gonna be worth the effort to start playing that game again? Or is it not worth the hassle? Like, there's a little bit of thought there. And then there's the Etheria Restart. What if I get a big sponsorship offer for that? If it's a long-term one, that's learning a whole nother game and system too, right? It's a lot. A lot to debate about to do it as a job. Plus, I work for FATELESS, creating Godforge. I'm a community manager. So I'm also part of a game, working with a game developer, and our game is going to release its alpha soon. And that's going to be a very fun community thing. So busy. It's just a lot. But that's a little behind the scenes for me, I guess. I'm always super transparent though, guys. Like, if it comes to like my reasons for continuing to play something or not, I'm gonna tell you guys. I don't really care, you know? It's like, and at the end of the day, this is my full-time job, so if I take a sponsorship, I take a sponsorship. But that's, yeah, I like that this game is super chill, and I like that there's no PvP and no guilds, because it just gives you that less on leaderboards. It's just like, you play it at your own pace. If I had to pause it because I was super busy for a week or two, right? It's kind of like, it's fine. I can always continue, right? This is the kind of game where you could pause and just pick up where you left off with the next update once you're caught up or something. And decide to if you skip stuff, you skip stuff. Who cares? It's like you play characters you want to play. You don't have to play what the perfect meta is, like, unless you're that super intense grinder that must get everything and do everything as fast as possible, but that doesn't have to be this game. I'm trying to learn. I've definitely learned to play games way more chill than I used to. I used to feel like the second the game comes out, I have to play the game for like 8 hours every day for like a week and do everything as fast as possible and make sure I'm on top of everything. But it's like, no, you know what? That's not realistic for most people anyway, so maybe it's better to be a little more chill. And I have a 1-year-old baby girl. 1-year-old baby girl, so that's life too. And I've been dealing with this facial paralysis. I'm a derpy pirate. So sometimes, like, the content stuff can be tough. Thought I'd be healed by now and back to normal, but it's interesting as a YouTuber to deal with a stupid physical Medical condition? It's fine. Okay, I had too much coffee. Girls gotta pee now. Hold on. Let me just... Before I put this to... Go to the next one. We're gonna pause and just put it on someone cute like Jin here. Or Gio. Here, I mean. You guys... Actually, I'll just put it here so you guys can see who I'm started with so far. Although I do have one more down here. Kakania! Hey, oh wait, here, we'll do this. Oh no, I said Jin. I was thinking of a character in another game when I saw Gio. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did get her. So I've only been playing for, I don't know, 20 days or something like that. That's my start. It's fun, I like it. I like the characters. Except Isolde's skin is super annoying, and I look forward to buying another one. Yeah, I got really lucky. I pulled Liang, 2 copies of her and 50 summons. And Gio Nianzi... Wait, how do I say her name? Nope. Nope, not trying that. I used to know how to say her last name, now I forgot. Anyway. I need more coffee before I try to pronounce Chinese names. But I got her in 1 10 pull, so I got very lucky with her. Okay, for real, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry for the pause. Hello, hello. Oh, he should totally do that. The pronunciations. People search the shit out of that stuff. Okay, so let's continue. Raise the Glass, Part 4. I call her Kakania. Is that not her name? I call her Kakania. That's how it sounds and spelled. If it says it in the story, I haven't got to her in the story yet to know any different. Brisk, lively, running footsteps echo between the walls of the empty hallway.
Miss Lilia! You are here! Here you are! Our teacher asked me to give you this and ask you to help us to... What was it?
You need to do the pronunciation like Liang Yue. Liang Yue.
To evaluate the mock exam of Xena's enrollment procedure.
Oh, right! That's it! I couldn't find you anywhere. They said you were in the rehab center, so I came here. As quickly as possible. Well, turns out the moment I saw you, the thing just slipped my mind. I'm overexcited.
Alright, I got it.
I'll head back then. It's a great pleasure to see you today. Miss Lilia, woohoo! Go for it! Allez!
She's cute. Wait, is this our first time meeting her in the story?
Why go for it, me? Do I look like a stagiaire to her? Неважно. Let me check. Elevation, 2,500 feet. Mountainous terrain. Dense forest area, good atmospheric visibility. Enemies. Groups of ground-based wood critters and airborne Elitio species 04. If we were to engage the enemy in this dense forest and fight in close range, our mobility will be largely reduced, and we can't barrel roll to dodge attacks from the ground. But if we pull up and deal with the Air Force first... close enough. Ready to fight.
Lilia signs her name on the paper. Hello, Shady Milkman.
That's it. Скучный. What kind of new recruits they will let in by giving out such a simple exam?
Oops, she takes a few mouthfuls of the military canteen hanging on the
Are
table.
you evaluating the battlefield mock exam for this year? I heard Zeno has updated their question bank.
Madam Z walks up to... Oh, from the other end of the hallway, not far from her. A dressy stranger follows.
Just killing time.
A dressy? She throws the exam paper aside, looking up and down the wand holding newcomer. Their eyes meet.
I smelled bison grass.
Huh?
Exactly,
in your canteen.
Huh, right. Authentic Zubrovka. One of the few pastimes I have here. Wanna have a sip?
No, thank you. It smells fresh, tender. Like thyme and lavender in spring. I believe it is precious.
You can smell things.
The jiggle physics?
Fresh indeed.
Lucky
Made in
ducky?
1929. I'll say it's already about,
Me jiggling
forget.
Dao Chan?
I don't do maths.
A sensitive time without saying any more words. They all cast their eyes up on the closest window. My favorite Watcher of Realms ad is the one with Ash, where he's like talking about, oh, I love the ladies with the wings. And he's just talking about their butts, but he keeps referring to the wings. So funny. But yeah, they made one of me talking about Dao Chan, and then jiggling her and talking about jiggle physics. They made an ad for that, yes they did. I mean, the game has hentai and a lot of jiggle boobs, so they're not afraid to push the limit. Let's be honest, Watcher of Realms definitely goes there. For being a Western graphics game, it's hilarious how much they push the sexuality with lust and arrogance as well. I mean, they're a Chinese-based company, but they are a Western graphics and their main audience is the Western market, they've said, so it's funny. They actually asked me if I was offended by a character design that kind of looks like an octopus, but has like creepy eyes on her tentacles and very, very boobalicious. I thought they just meant the boobs. I was like, you guys have hentai and jiggle boobs. I think it's a little too late for you to worry about offending people. And they're like, what about the eyes? Are they creepy? I'm like, no, the darker and the creepier, the better. Western audiences like dark fantasy. So go dark. If you can go dark and go weird, it's good. We like it. It's what we like. Most of them don't like these little anime cutesy games. Like, they just... It's not usually a US thing. Yeah, everyone likes the boobas. Exactly. Can't go wrong with booba, though. Yeah, we like the dark fantasy. Every time I play one of these games, people are like, oh, I don't like anime games. And then I get a very different audience. But this is the first game that actually had quick reply from, you know, a good quick response from the community, per se, whenever I've tried to cover other games like that. It's just, I'm from Raid Shadow Legends, and I played, like, those kind of games that are that style. Most of, I would say, the average US game player, especially my age, older, does not like anime cartoony games. We're like, what's that cartoony shit? Like, people hate it. And you might like watching anime, but not playing games. That seems to be the trend. It's just a different audience that I'm a part of. More games that are catered toward the average working middle-class man with a family. Yeah, my main game is Watcher of Realms. This is my second YouTube channel that I'm also live streaming on now. Watcher of Realms is my bigger YouTube channel. My eye just went crazy. This is my good eye, no. My good eye went crazy. I'm okay. Yeah, Watcher of Realms is a tower defense style hero collector RPG, dark fantasy. That's my other channel. And Dragonair is what I played before they died. Yeah, Raid. I mean, Raid is why I'm here, though. I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be here in Romania with my husband. We met because of Raid, so... Yeah, Raid is what started it all, so I definitely don't regret it. But would I play again? No, only if it was sponsored and temporary. Kidding, not kidding.
So, you're here for Vertin too?
Hey, Bito.
I'm showing her around the Foundation, and decided to drop by.
Everyone's worried about Vertin. Mesmer Jr. sits in the bed. She noticed the visitors in the window. Ah, shit. Her back stiffens, even more of a sign of vigilance. The ward is also guarded by several staff members of the rehabilitation center. Their state-of-the-art equipment spirals up their uniforms.
Does she dream?
Sometimes. Let me show you somewhere else.
Druvis does not say another word. Silently, she follows Madame Z and moves toward the other side of the hallway. Neither of them look back. At one point or another, their figures overlap each other as they're the same person. Lilia turns her eyes back to the inert person on her bed. Or in bed. She jiggles the canteen in her hand. It's still half full.
You have a good taste, Bellwether. Never tried the vodka from 1929 before.
Yeah,
Good for you to get this in the US, when both alcohol and coumarin were banned.
Raid is very predatory with their monetization, extremely aggressive and predatory, and no shame about preying on gambling addictions and like really, really aggressive. Like throwing ads in your face, pop-ups constantly, but then ones that are like, if you don't buy it now, it will go away. Are you sure you want to click off the ad? Like, fuck off. Respect people. Don't But it literally is a gambling company. Clarium is a gambling company before online gambling, before they had raids, so makes sense.
The thing you said about take care of them for me when necessary, I'll consider it. Raise a glass, подруга. To your health, your soon recovery.
She's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about her yet.
To this unknown date, to this messed up time. За здоровье.
This unknown date in this unknown time. Even they don't know what time it is. See, guys, it's fine.
You have a basic idea of this place now. I'll walk you to your room. Is there anything else you want to know?
The alcohol part is the most relatable part. I don't know what you're talking about, Patate.
What do I have to do so you will release Vertin?
Someone hit the nail on the head.
It depends on what you hope to achieve.
I like Madam Z too.
Depends on us.
She's so sweet. She cares about everybody.
Vertin, the person we rely on, is being hypnotized in the rehab center. That suitcase, the world we inhabit, has been taken away for research purposes. It's as if the whole thing was manipulated to leave us high and dry and isolated, so that you would have something on us. We do not have a choice, Madame Z.
However, if we change the condition, that's something they have can turn the negotiation around and in your favor.
I do not understand what you mean.
Before she went to the rehab center, Vertin asked me about which department you would be in. And we have worked out a feasible proposal. That a catalyst is what we need at present. The quiet, mild, and tranquil status quo makes the change seem unnecessary. A proper gust of wind will vitalize the wave of change and push it to the cusp of revolution.
You mean... But it is risky.
That's true. I cannot give you any promises. But a fixed pattern of management will only impede the development of everyone. I hold the same idea as Vertin's in this case. Or, there is another path in front of you. Sign your name and become an official member of the Foundation. A path that many arcanists who cannot support themselves yearn for.
So, you are not inducing me to join the Foundation?
I'm here to show you around. My senior asked me to make sure that you had a comforting tour. I hope this tour is helpful for you.
Even Madam Z is like, I don't even know if you really should join us. Okay, and a couple more days later. In the castle, part 5.
Where on earth do these seeds come from? They're stuck in the crevices. Can't even get them out with the gravity vacuum cleaner.
Oh, we bet this Sotheby's room again. Wait, what was it?
They weren't here until a few days ago. I heard some of these seeds were also found in the rehab center, but the staff there got rid of them in no time.
Bloody hell. Looks like we have to dig them out one by one with our fingers. Gotta get it done before the inspector's here.
Seed? What seed? Let me take a look.
She stands on tiptoe, trying her best to figure out what's happening outside the room, through the ground glass.
Oh, I can't see anything. I'm so bored.
Through the window?
Do I really have to sign the agreement to get out? But I haven't discussed it with anyone yet. A fair lady always thinks
she's trapped until she joins the fucking foundation.
Before she signs any document. Mr. Carson has said that hundreds of times. It must be vital. Oh.
There comes a disturbance on the other side of the door.
We need backup! Emergency! A whole forest appeared in room 101, the material area. It's growing out of Timekeeper's suitcase.
Meh.
What are you talking about?
As I said, it's an emergency. The staff in room 102 and 103 are here to help. A large number of branches came out of the suitcase. They can detect our positions and even attack us on their own.
Did you use Draco Drought?
Of course not. The room is full of inflammables. The whole floor would
Let's
be
not turn
burning
the
now
get the building on fire. Yeah, it's not like the building on fire.
Chainsaws, but it's a drop in the bucket.
Fine, I'll go apply for a few more. Just wait for me there. Agatha, go help them out.
Roger that.
A forest is growing out of Miss Virgin's suitcase. Could it be Struvis's great arcane skill? The guards are gone. Oh, I wish I could see that bizarre scene myself. Huh? What's that strange sound?
Hmm? She lay her eyes on the shut door. The keyhole is rattling.
Is the door shaking?
Someone's trying to break her out. The rattle becomes visibly stronger.
Something is coming in.
No, they're coming to save you, right? The lock shakes so violently as if it were wrestling something invisible. The newborn vine ruthlessly pierces through the lock, leaving the ladder hanging in the air like lifeless grapes. The air smells like fresh plant juice.
Wow. The lock
Oh no.
it's actually broken. Which
Run
means
while
I'm
you
free to
can!
go. Hooray!
The door quietly opens, giving away to the outside world. The place outside has turned into a vigorous new world.
Wow. The seeds on the ground have all sprouted. What on earth is going on?
She's baffled as she fiddles with the sprouts on the ground.
The seeds have the same color as the crevices. I would have missed them if I didn't look carefully. Such a slender branch actually broke the lock. How marvelous! You are Miss Sotheby's hero!
Hey! How did you get out?
She's violently pushed to the ground.
Oof! That hurts! How rude you are! My potions are broken!
Did you conjure these plants? Stop them now!
No.
Huh? What are you talking about?
She turns around to surprisingly find that the sprouts soaked in the potion are visibly getting thicker and stronger.
Oh my! It's my quick growth potion for plants!
Oops! Twigs thicken into branches and more branches come out from them. New leaves, new sprouts, they crawl forward, forming a tree, a fortress around Sotheby.
What do you think you're doing? Stop them!
No way! Come on!
Exactly.
Catch me again if you can!
Happy accident. That's funny, I like it. Alright, the Forest Express. Same day, same... I'm continuing, yeah. Like over an hour later. Part 6.
All right, here are 30 cans of Dr. Pepper, 20 bags of Happy Wedges, 11 bags of Bigfoot gummy, and a bottle of insect repellent for plants.
Just as he finishes the sentence. Oh, what's happening?
Good timing. There may be a bit of ash on
the text
them,
went away and came
but
back.
The flavor and texture should still be fine.
The ash is killing me. That's way more than a bit.
I can't just carry them with me in broad daylight. Do you know how many procedures I've gone through just to pay you a visit? But how come you're locked in the same room? Since when has the Foundation become so benevolent?
They would like Captain to guide me to the right path, to join the Foundation.
Probably a bad translation.
After all, Captain was already a member of them.
There's Dr. Pepper.
Yep,
though.
But I don't
there
feel
is a
any
Dr.
difference
Pepper,
in the benefits I
not
get.
Pepper.
At best, I could contact someone from the outside. And you're here. So, Texas Hold'em?
That's not what I'm here for. I've shown you the storm records these years. So, did you find anything?
You call it a record, but it's so brief that it only has start time and duration. I can't tell any pattern from that.
This apple believes that the storm, which happens randomly, does not conform to the self-adjusting nature of the universe.
Self-adjusting.
They don't know when it ends. It keeps spreading everywhere,
Is that the theory
right?
you mentioned before? Something like, there should be someone who intervenes or improves the system in order to reduce the growth of the instability of the universe? For example, if the universe is a mooring rope, no, a bunch of ropes, there has to be a sailor who pulls the ropes to keep them in order, or something.
Sounds like the cosmology from centuries ago.
He doesn't seem keen on the theory, nor does he repel it. He just quickly spins on his heels without saying a word.
But your metaphor reminds me of Madame Z's research
Turns
on string
around.
theory. She advocates that the energy string is the most basic unit of the universe.
Are you talking about Vertin's boss?
Boss? Well, if that's your definition of immediate supervisor, then yes. Madame Z was a scientist who studied in Britain before she joined the Foundation.
Ooh, bread and honey are the staff of life. That makes sense.
Well, it's not a good choice for most scientists. Recently, she has been promoted from the chief of the vice president's staff to a formal member of the committee. I guess she will spend even less time in the lab.
Oh. A sudden violent bump comes from outside the door.
Ugh. The whole building shakes. Did something hit it?
Crazy vines.
Let me see.
Oh boy. Yes. Looking out the window, they see a giant oak heading down from its bottom, leaning on the hallway of the second floor. Among its ever-growing branches stands a familiar figure in a black dress. A young teenager with a hat, waggling and swaying on a branch, follows her. Summoned by a peculiar chanting, more and more trees grow up from the ground, stretch and spread in midair.
Is that Druvis? And Sotheby?
He turns around looking serious.
What's this? Guys? I am not going to be dragged into a ride at this point.
Is that Druvis? What happened to her? Her new hairstyle is sort of cool.
Captain, it's not the point.
Agreed. Not the point at all. I gotta go. If you want me to take part in such an event, my name should never be in the visitor log. Looks like the whole building will be your battlefield.
Like, oh god,
right.
you guys have fun
Good
with
luck.
this, I'm out.
Wait a minute. If we join Druvis, what would happen?
What would happen? I'm not a prophet. But this is gonna be the best spot for protest. This building is the furthest one from the center of the Foundation. On the first and second floors are material rooms and research offices. Few staff stay here. The room next to yours is the projection lab. It was used to control the slides projected in the lobby. That screen is gone now, but the transfer devices and circuits are still there.
Why is he telling them all
You
this?
know what? If you're going to protest, make it loud.
He's encouraging them.
It's been a long time since the Foundation had something this much fun.
He pulls out the one sleeve and Regulus' grip and quickly exits.
Miss Druvis, is Burton having a fight with the Foundation?
Yes. We have a disagreement with the Foundation, Miss Sotheby. Burton is seeking a limited freedom for us. Her aspiration is to restore the peaceful life before the storm. For the authorities, however, her aspiration and ambition are labeled as deviation and rebellion.
No boy.
We are thus tempted, alienated,
They forced
and
her to stay in a
arrested
coma.
unjustly.
Great.
That's why we've been grounded all these days.
Grounded?
So we're helping Burton now.
Oh, she's cute.
Is that right, Miss Druvis? I really feel like doing something for her. Just like what I'm doing right now, standing brave on the tree.
Right. On the tree. We need to move forward. To move one step further. When we meet up with Regulus and Apple, our voices will be stronger, and more people will offer their help. I believe that when the day comes, we will be able to shake up the balance in the Foundation and tilt it to our side.
Shake up the balance. Wow. Maybe Burton will come back herself by then. I got it. Now my goal is to make more potions so the trees can grow larger and larger. Make them super large.
They're a good
This
team, I guess.
Is going to be a protracted war of resistance. After we rescue Regulus, please maintain our territory of the woods with the rest of your potions, Miss Sotheby.
Sure, I will economize on them. Look! X is coming out of the room.
He left. It seems he has made his choice.
Not helping us or them. Well, at least no one is getting hurt from the boiling pot this time. Let me see. There are more guards at the door now. It seems everyone's there.
Perhaps they have guessed our next move. Regulus. Let's go. It's time to meet up with our companions.
Go, go! Regulus must be bored to death just as I was.
She raises her hand. As the chant goes on, her hair has become increasingly glistening gold. The oaks march on like waves, their bud scales growing deeper.
Watch out!
Oh boy.
Everyone, get ready to engage!
What did she mean by the boiling pot? I just thought she meant from when she was making her potions and I don't know. I guess I didn't catch that reference myself. Let's see, the Pirate's Declaration. Part 7. X has a skill where he pours a boiling pot on... Oh, it's actually referencing X. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is a very long one. I better get going faster. Holy shit. Taki mushrooms. Okay. Let's go. Speed mode. Part 7, let's go. The receptionist is confirming the name list just submitted by the House of Integratus. The vice president's coming her way. It's rare to see her picking up the files herself. Yeah, I skipped the story and we're watching the story because I skipped it, yes. Except tomorrow I'm gonna do chapter 5. And I did not do the final boss battle, so we'll go all the way to part 20. The boss fight with tomorrow's stream. If I can. I think I should be able to stream tomorrow. And then I'll do the actual fight. And then after that, for the little inner chapter, plus chapter 6 and beyond, I'll be doing them all live with the battles and everything as well. And I'll try to keep those still flowing quickly. I'll just do breeze mode if something isn't that easy, and I'll worry about going back later. But at least I'll do breeze mode if I need to. Although chapter 5, part 20, the boss, I was almost able to beat it last time I tried, and I've improved my characters a lot, so it should be pretty easy in the normal mode. We'll see, yeah. If it gets too late, I might go to multiple parts, but... it might be something I have to take a pause. We'll see. I haven't eaten... I mean, I don't mind doing longer streams if I can. It just depends, because I know my husband was going to stream as well. And we tried not to stream at the same time. I just chatted a lot today. We had some pauses and chatted.
Do we have the candidate's name list? Show it to me.
Yes. Please wait a minute. It'll be prepared right away.
Thanks to the dimension design, but lapis... Oh, wait, what's happening? Everything is highly controllable. The fingers of the receptionist lightly percuss the keyboard. She will be able to locate the files faster than ever. Suddenly she freezes.
Why is the light on?
Yeah, I did my dailies. With a horrible prediction in her mind, she hesitantly... Oh, what? Ah, the projector! This is war. This is a very intimidating apple ready to attack you.
Warning!
So scary, guys.
Everybody listen up. We have taken over the Foundation.
Have
Our
we?
demands are release us, set Burton free. You have 3 days. After that, we are...
That's funny.
Madam,
Everyone's frozen in dead silence. Yeah.
I didn't.
What's the matter? Something wrong with the printer?
No. Oh, right. The candidate name list. Here you are.
Didn't she see that? She passed the name list of the pal phase.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need.
Constantine casts a quick look at the wall. The source of the disturbance is gone.
Sorry for the scene.
Oh no, she was there. I was like, didn't she just see that?
Like others here, they also have the right to make their voices heard. It is the essential step for us to come to an agreement.
She just didn't give...
We will take care of this, don't worry.
She smiles as she does so. The people around her are visibly relieved and stirred.
However, perhaps we should stop using the old projector. It may lead to accidents, don't you think?
You're right, she's just walking around
Understood.
carrying a chest
I'll
piece.
remove the transfer devices now.
She jumps up on her feet and salutes her. Constantine turns around and leaves.
Oh, bloody hell! How dare they cut off the power? This pirate has so much left to declare. Wimps, cowards, hypocrites!
Hear, hear! I can't agree more. It is very rude to hang up before others finish their words.
This is not telephone, Miss Sotheby. But of course, that's not the point. No matter what, we've communicated to them the most crucial requirements for negotiation.
How rude, they stopped our protest.
I'm sure they will respond to us properly.
I just want to take the chance to show our attitude. Taking over the radio station at the headquarters of the Foundation, it's a gas in the late hundreds of years. It would have been perfect if we could have another "you can't win" to close it out.
We could look around here to see if there's other broadcasting equipment. However, this apple does not recommend frequent provocation. Right now, it's more important to patrol the surroundings in case we are ambushed by the guards. Miss Druvis is forming Abatis alone downstairs. Perhaps she needs our help.
Fine, you have a point. This pirate has decided to put off the plan to liberate the Foundation.
Almost reluctantly, she forces herself to
Besides
stop.
forming Abatis, what else do we need to do?
There's much to be done, Captain. Find water sources, transfer essential equipment, reserve enough food, set up multiple defenses in the woods, and arrange a duty schedule. Make sure someone is garrisoned
He's a good
outside the
sidekick.
suitcase, while others are resting inside.
Well, I have the tomato and potato seeds from Ms. Druvis. We must plant them in the suitcase to guarantee food supply.
Tomato and potato? All vegetables, no meat? Oh, they're meant for the piggies that grow my bacon.
Girl just
When I
wants
was
some
wandering
bacon.
the seas, at least I could have a grilled sea bass every day.
Love it.
I wonder what Vertin eats in rehab. Will she be hungry?
Don't talk about food, I'm hungry too.
Almost forgot about the goodies X sent. We'll definitely hang in there for a few more days with them.
I can always pause,
Mr.
go
Apple,
eat, and
you
come
go
back.
downstairs first.
And just put up
I'll meet
I'll
up
be
with
back.
you once I bring the box down there.
Maybe I do that after this.
All right.
We'll see. I don't
We'll
know.
meet you at the entrance. Stay safe.
I'm messaging my husband. Ah. Let's continue another one. Hold on. Your favorite. Where's your favorite redhead? Okay. I don't know. I can't decide. Okay, maybe I'll try to continue for now. Okay. Alright, so we're on to part 8. I'm trying to think where would be... You know what? Maybe this is what I'm trying to decide. If I take a pause, go eat, come back, and then do it all once I'm back. But I could just leave my stream on with just an away message. On Twitch, that's normal. On YouTube, maybe not, but there'll be chapters, and I could edit out in the live stream. I could always edit out the pause later. Maybe we do that. Yeah. Let me take a proper pause because that makes more sense. That's true. You guys are about to do your dailies anyway. So maybe what I do is I'm gonna set some ambiance. We're gonna turn off the annoying voices so that way they're not just talking all the time. Kidding, not kidding. So what song do we want to play? I have green oranges. I'll take a pause. You guys do your dailies. You can shuffle? Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna turn up the volume. There we go, and I'll put up a little away message. Okay, let me do that. Let me try to find it. I feel like I had a little away message for one of my thingies. What was it? I'll just do a text message. It's fine. We're gonna go simple here. We're gonna just make a message randomly. Whoa. Why not? And then... Bruh. Black. Green oranges is... I know. I always just have green oranges on, because it's chill. Alright guys, I'll be back in a few. I'm gonna go eat properly instead of just eat this banana, and that's all I've had since I've been awake. I haven't ate any food yet, and it's 1 o'clock. That's not good. Okay, be right back. Hey. Did it stop the music? Because of the stupid daily pop-up? Hey. Let me collect my red dots. I just had a little small meal. Why do I have a red dot here? Oh, because we're supposed to do this daily, aren't we? Oh yeah. Okay. I'll try that again later. Oh, it's just the red dot for that. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate when it's like in two places. Go away. One red dot is enough. Oh, what's the new summon event? Ah, she's so cute. I haven't met her yet. Oh no, we didn't cook. I just used stuff from the party, like a stuffed eggs that's with like mayo and like a pork pate type thing. And then, I had some guacamole that I had made with some bread. And that was actually it. And then some candies. A very random half-assed lunch. That's what I had. Leftovers. She was free during... Oh, really? Aw, I missed that one. That's fine. Okay. I'll do everything else later. Or wait, how's my energy? I'm not full, am I? No, okay. I'm not full, we're good. It was random food. Yeah. I do eat small anyway. I'm a tiny person. I'm gonna try my best to do all of it. The rest of it. Oops, my daily sign-in from the Discord. You guys do the Sputnik reminders? What happened? A new tweet has been posted, a giveaway. For what? Recoletta trailer giveaway? What is this? Hold on.
El conductor de burro.
Okay, let's see. Hashtag pause. Spoiler alert.
Asesinado. Está obsesionado con la primavera y sus rayos de la mañana. Demasiado brillantes.
Oh no, it's like the whole trailer. No, no. Ah, la la la. I gotta watch all those videos sometime. It's fine, I didn't understand a word she said. Oh wait, that's part of the... Did they just release the trailer? I probably should react to those things. So I have to do one of those like big... I definitely need to do a big reaction video one of these days, but I feel like I need to catch up on the story first. Right? I think so. Hold on, did they release a new video on their actual YouTube? Now I gotta look. Yeah, they did. 8 hours ago. Oh. And it comes with a fancy giveaway. I guess I should be reacting to each character trailer and then looking at the character, maybe? Although, I guess it was better once the event actually started to do that. That was more fun. Like, once the banner you're able to pull for them, then watch the trailer and look at what the websites say about their use and all that. One character trailer spoiling their story. Yeah. Oh no. It's like it defeats the whole purpose of learning about them. Okay, I'm just looking at the webs. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to catch up on. One of these days, I'll figure out the best way to go about all the trailer reactions. We'll see. No idea yet. Okay, on both sides of the table. Part 8. Oops, I gotta take off my lunch break thing. Oh, shoot. Exit. Go away. I forgot voices. I gotta turn back on the... It might help if you guys can hear them, right? I don't remember what I had it on. It's fine. There's my Discord sign-in. Hey. No, that is not where we're going. Here. Here. Okay, for real this time. Part 8? This is a couple days later from the last moment. Both sides of the table.
There is no need to hold an emergency meeting for this. Such declaration of war without tactic or plan B is typical example of Arcanists' behavior. The area they controlled has no value at all, no matter in terms of the size or the influence.
Well, the administration department has not taken official actions yet. I heard the plan was to dispatch a team to escort them to the School of Discipline.
School of Discipline?
Problem solved, then.
You mean where they create child laborers? Yeah, that was...
Next time, if Verdun brings back more unregistered Arcanists, will the same thing happen again?
Madam Z stands still where she is. Where she was. The committee member stops by the door and slowly turns back to her.
I don't understand. It's not a shame to join the Foundation, is it? By signing the agreement, Arcanists will enjoy the right to use arcane skills in human society and be bestowed great honor. The Human Resource Department could have used the whole floor to hold the applications a dozen years ago. Not even the New Age movement could challenge the Foundation's authority in the international community. And these short-sighted exceptions, they aren't even worth being made a topic for the meeting.
Yet, they are not here for the St. Pablo Foundation. They're here for Verdun. They choose to follow her out of their own will because of their admiration for her. That is the essential difference between them and our former recruits.
Yeah.
You mean it's not important at all for them to join the Foundation?
I'm afraid so. But we can't expel them. We both know that the Foundation now requires new members to form a stronger force.
What are you trying to say, Miss Z? Skip to the point.
She returns to her seat, sits down, and opens the folder again.
Today, the House of Integratus has resubmitted a revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline. I think it's time to decide if this draft can be adopted, and then start a debate.
You are asking for troubles, madam.
Please turn to page 21, section 3. External personnel recruited by the Timekeeper should be placed within the Timekeeper's department. The Timekeeper has the duties of education and discipline to them, and should be responsible for their follow-up behaviors.
Interesting.
Personnel within the Timekeeper's department, subject to the Foundation Staff Code, will take orders from the Timekeeper and are not required to take direct orders from the Foundation.
Oh, fancy.
This section allows those unregistered Arcanists to have more autonomy and develop a stronger sense of identity as a part of the Foundation. Meanwhile, by giving orders to the Timekeeper, the Foundation still has the military right to deploy them. It can solve the current problem.
Which means we will be working with some uncontrollable mercenaries.
Right.
I'll say it's the reserve service for wartime.
It's not going to work. What happened when the Arcanists were not under control? Massacres, tyranny, endless revenge.
I thought they see the Timekeeper as a bit rebellious too, so...
Where they vent their excessive energy and deceive those in power with a speech of ignorance. The reality has proven that.
Exactly. What's more, there has never been a reform as such in the history of the Foundation. During the unexpected storm, reforming in a rush will only increase the
Sorry for being late.
Uh-oh. Constantine strides into the meeting room, throwing her folder on the table.
Quite a heated discussion. I can see you all have a great interest in this draft proposal.
She did give in to Manus Vindicte.
Hope I didn't miss too much.
But that's because they were gonna kill Schneider. And then they did anyway, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my god. I don't know if streaming is gonna be in the cards for me today. Thought it was gonna feel better this morning. So with the facial paralysis, my eye like doesn't tear properly or blink properly, and it just like some days I'm just like constantly feeling bothered, and that's been the last few days. It's been some days are good, some days are bad for the like, I mean for a year it's been that way, but overall, I'm just debating. I guess I could still try. I'm just you could see my how puffy I look. Man. Let me see. Maybe we do like one more and then I actually switch it to do the rest of it tomorrow after all. Man, my body is failing me. Alright, let's do a wandering dog. Sorry guys for the slow paced pauses and stuff today. My body is definitely failing me today. Part 9, wandering dog.
We are on page 21, section 3. Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft. Ms. Z, please, walk Madame Constantine through this section.
We'll try for another
No need
like
for that.
half an hour or
I've read
so.
the stenographer's
at least,
report.
maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little bit longer.
In
I'm gonna
fact,
try.
this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal. Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case. At least it's worth some discussions. Pedro, why do you oppose it?
The rise of Manus Vindicte has caused the Arcanum world to gradually break free from
Can we
the
just get a
Foundation.
TLDR of the politics?
Therefore, we need to monitor what our Arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindicte has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm. So has the scale of their infiltration.
To be fair, it's an important part of the whole story,
In
isn't
the
it?
Walden incident of 1929,
I
we
don't know
were
if I like
given
that.
away in advance.
Super political. Meh.
It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the third week. Katz, what do you think?
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders. Fear of the Arcanists has grown. You due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae in many regions. It's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane technology. To maintain the Foundation's reputation, we have to start with the registered arcanists, strengthen the regulations, and show the public that arcanists are reasonable and trustworthy. That is why I am opposed to the draft.
Inspiring.
She stands up, pacing around the meeting room.
However, what a shame. None of you have realized the key factor in this subject. What is the key element that decides whether this proposal will be approved or not? Manus Vindictae? The constituents? No, it's far simpler than those. It's Vertin.
I was gonna say, it's the timekeeper.
According to the proposal, Vertin will become the only tie between these unregistered arcanists and the Foundation. As the number of Vertin's field missions increases, she will inevitably get in touch with more and more unregistered arcanists. That is to say, outside the Foundation's jurisdiction, a group of people is getting stronger each day. An armed force.
There's always the rebellion.
Her attitude towards the Foundation will be the key to all the issues.
Virgin received her education in SPDM from an early age. She has a clear tendency.
Yes, that's what I think. That's also why I have asked someone who can provide a valid argument on the issue to join us. You may come in, Sonetto.
Oh. The door is pushed ajar. Sonetto enters the room humbly, prudently. Her uniform seemed to have changed a little.
Good day, Madam Vice President.
Oh,
greetings
she looks
to
fancy.
all committee members. May the peace be with us.
The timekeeper is still in treatment. Before she is restored to health, I appoint you to take care of all the relevant matters on her behalf.
Copy that.
Now, I will ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully.
Oh boy.
Clear.
Based on your observation, do you or do you not think the timekeeper has been loyal to the Foundation?
Uh-oh.
Of course. All the students of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind are devoted to the peace of mankind. We have pledged lifelong allegiance to the Foundation that leads the cause.
Not updating. Again, let me refresh this.
That's not what I'm asking. Let's put it differently. Why do you think Vertin would provoke other students to rebel when she was in school?
I do not know. I'm sorry.
After the incident of the storm, why would Vertin show reluctance to invite the unregistered arcanists to join the Foundation?
Because,
This your school sucks.
At one point in her negotiation with the Manus Vindictae, Vertin has agreed to join them. What do you think her true intention was? That'll be enough. I believe we all have our answers by now.
Madam Vice President, according to our investigation of the event in 1929 and Timekeeper's report, it is highly possible that Arcana of Manus Vindictae has the arcane power to influence the sanity and consciousness of others from a certain distance. She is able to exert an irresistible psychic influence on others through short conversations.
No.
Timekeeper was under huge threats at that time. I think all of her responses were out of her survival instinct.
This is also one of the survival strategies that have been taught in Chapter 1, Book 3 of Introduction to Strategy, edited by the School of Primary Defense of Mankind.
I see. You may leave the room now.
Zanetto's eyes turn red.
We appreciate the information you just added. You've always been an excellent student. We are very proud of you. Now, it's time to leave.
The ending
and
of
rest.
what? Oh, just in general.
Copy that.
Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. She leaves the room as instructed. Silence fills the room.
What a controversial issue. What's your view on this, Miss Z?
Madam Z stands up. She takes her time before speaking.
In my point of view, Virgin does have doubts about current system. But doubts doesn't mean disloyalty. In fact, if we want to further expand the staff to contend against the Manus Vindictae,
they need Vertin.
We need flexible management. Apply customized standards to arcanists with different backgrounds and different training objectives.
Easy go.
Through this, not only can we remove the doubts of Virgin, but also ease the tension between the Foundation and other unregistered arcanists.
Constantine squints at her.
You have been very thoughtful. Carry it out, then.
The stenographer pauses out of surprise. She looks up at Constantine, seeking confirmation from the look on her face. The stenographer quickly regains her composure and starts typing. Pass. Pass. Pass what exactly? I don't know, that was a weird one. Okay. That was just 8, right? Not 9? Alright, 9. A wandering dog. Or did I already do 9? Was that 9? I lost track. Because they have the same picture. Brat.
We are on page 21, section 3.
That was 9, wasn't it?
Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft.
Or no?
Ms. Z, please, walk Madam Constantine.
Wait, is this the one we just did? I'm so lost now. Wait, it started the same, so I'm confused.
I've read the stenographer's report.
I think this is the new one. It just feels like the same because it started the same.
In fact, this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal.
Yeah, okay.
Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case. At least it's worth some discussions. Pedra, why do you oppose it?
Yeah.
The rise of Manus Vindictae has caused the Arcanum world to gradually break free from the Foundation. Therefore, we need to monitor what our arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindictae has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm, so has the scale of their infiltration. In the Walden incident of 1929, we were given away in advance. It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the 3rd week. Katz, what do you think?
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders.
This feels like the same thing.
Fear of the Arcanist has grown due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae.
We've already
in many
watched
regions.
this. Like, this feels too similar.
It's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane.
I was like, no, this is too similar. I was feeling it too. I was like, no, those sentences we've heard before. What was the difference at this one? No, I'm gonna have to look. It's fine. It's a busy day.
There is
see?
no need to hold an emergency meeting for this.
No. I see. You're right. No Constance. So confused. Someone rewind the VOD on YouTube. Hold on. I just go.
We are all
No, in fact, at least Pedro.
in
Very, but it's still cat.
It's to maintain. That is what inspiring.
I feel the same. Like, I don't know.
However, what a shame. What is the key element? Manus
This is what we
Vindictae, the
saw.
Constituents? No,
The timekeeper.
it's
It's
Virgin.
Vertin. Okay, yeah, we definitely saw this. No, we did. There was just two in a row that were so similar that made it feel beginnings that made it feel. It's fine. It's one of those days. Selling at night, part 10. It's all good. It's all good. That's what I get for pausing and being
Table
distracted.
de divination en argent, soie
Get back on
blanche,
track here.
perles trempées dans de la rosée du soir.
Oh, Matilda and her French. Okay.
De quels autres objets occultes ai-je besoin? Bien, voyons voir quelle quantité d'encens et de myrrhe il me reste. Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait.
Matilda immerses herself in the work on her desk. She checked the installment of the curtains repeatedly, making sure that moonlight will precisely shed a light on the orb, or shed on the orb. A low noise growing in a vessel not far from her. But she has no clue at all.
Ok, tout est prêt. Coupe à encens. Où est ma coupe à
What's she making here?
encens?
She turns around. Very monotonous. Yeah, it's just like, okay. A bunch of... I guess it's the political business side of things.
Encore toi, petit lutin divinatoire. Tu ne me voleras rien aujourd'hui, pas cette fois.
Her attitude doesn't bother the transparent creatures at the moment. Unlike any ordinary critters who always act in a group, only one or two of them are more than enough to get people in trouble. Their thin, slim hands grab a hold at the edge of silver incense basin. They're flying toward the window.
Où t'en vas-tu avec mon pot? Reviens!
What are these little creatures? What's that one? She jumps up the windowsill and grips the other edge of the basin.
Il semblerait que tu aies besoin d'une bonne leçon pour
They're
te
trying to
faire
steal her
comprendre
stuff.
Pourquoi c'est mal de faire ça? Attends voir. Je vais te montrer ce qui arrive quand on se moque de Mademoiselle Mathilda Boisniche.
I take it this was a fight. Insert battle. Finish battle. Silver basin falls to the floor. Oh. It's cute. Sprites are crawling under the window looking flabby and weak. Apparently they've taken quite a shock. Matilda picks up the basin and wipes out the dust.
Rira bien qui rira le dernier. It's me. Me.
They burst out an incomprehensible curse, sneaking away from the window with drooping wings on their back.
Sale
petit voyou. Je suis crevée.
They just come in and start stealing stuff.
Tard. Oh, Dieu merci, je n'ai pas loupé la marée haute.
Hurriedly, she starts to restore the order on the desk.
Préparez les accessoires. Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. La divination requiert toute ma concentration et mon énergie.
However, there's a knock on the door.
La marée haute causée par la lune sera bientôt là. Voyons voir. Elle devrait commencer vers 20h45.
The moon?
Il reste 3 minutes.
Okay.
Je dois purifier la sphère occulte quand la marée commencera à monter si je veux que la divination soit exacte.
What is she making? What is she doing? The knock comes again. Matilda frowns.
Allons. Calme-toi. Voici le moment clé.
Fortune telling.
Qui que ce soit, je ne dois pas être distraite. Bon. Concentration. Yeux fermés, bien concentrés. Imaginons mon corps montant et descendant au rythme de la marée, béni par la lune.
Ooh, it looks cool.
Elle se trouve de l'autre côté de la mer, attendant que je la trouve. Voilà le moment de brûler l'encens. Apparaît dans la sphère occulte, sonnez!
Oh.
Matilda, are you there?
She was actually looking for her.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I'm sorry, but I think I heard your voice. I need to ask you a favor.
Her voice sounds different, exhausted, almost rusty, as if it's coming out of an old cassette.
Coming! Wait a minute! I'm busy! Wait there, be patient!
In a great panic, she pulls up the silk, covers the orb, and sticks both of them in a corner of the couch. The door opens. They both stand inside the doorframe, toe to toe, blocking each other's way. As they awkwardly try to move, they go up and retreat to the same direction as if they were in a tango tutorial. Matilda eventually steps back and lets Sonetto in.
Now, tell me your request. What
Awkward.
brings you to the bright and intelligent Mademoiselle Bourniche at this time?
No. Sonetto forces a smile on her face.
Could you please read the future for me?
Matilda sees something she's never seen before on Sonetto's face. Concern? Worry? I don't know. She was confident. You sit down by the orb.
Alright. Now it's a good time to ask the moon for help.
Full moon?
Clean your hands in the silver pot and put them on mine. Okay. Now sit opposite me and gaze into the orb.
Okay.
She does what she's told. She sees nothing but a clear whiteness
Are
in
you
the
here
orb.
to confess, to interpret a dream, or to seek the prophecy of the crystal?
I am here to confess, and to seek the prophecy.
All of the above.
Tell me about the vision in your heart.
The vision?
She looks at the orb. The shape of the sphere becomes blurry and gradually fades.
See myself falling. There are 2 broken decks. They were originally one piece. Every time I get closer to one deck, the other one sinks. People on it will fall with it, I can feel the coldness of the deep
Like
water
Kaiser
and the pains when they struggle.
Are you sad about it?
I feel fear.
I see. Which deck would you like to approach intuitively? Can you recognize the people on them?
There is something bright on that deck, just like Timekeeper and Druvis. It is warm there.
You are attracted to it subconsciously. It guides the way of your heart. What about the other?
The other deck makes me feel comfortable, as if I have spent a long time there. I can trace back every step I take.
Perhaps that symbolizes your senses. Sonetto, are you having trouble making a choice? I can see the conflict between your instinct and senses.
Interesting. She's trying to be a goody-goody foundation girl versus
meeting today.
siding with Vertin and everybody else.
Happened?
I said something wrong. I was not properly prepared. I was unable to help Timekeeper and Druvis. Instead, I created a deeper misunderstanding. What choice should I make to resolve their conflict? Stalemate like that really scares me.
Matilda can't find a word. She sits there frozen, covering Sonetto's wrist with her palm.
The bright deck seems closer and larger. Have you ever thought about following your heart? Sonetto, maybe you can try following your instinct for once. Maybe something unexpected will happen.
No, that's cute.
I tried.
Hey, Melange.
4 years ago. I let them go.
Miss Hillary.
That was
Oh,
the
Mrs.
worst
Hillary.
decision I
Hello.
have ever made.
Sonetto's hands are on the orb again.
I am ready. Please tell me the right choice.
Okay.
As the chaotic snowflakes disappear, the shape of the orb is becoming blurry again. Crystals emerge in thin air. One after another, they build up symmetrical and balanced ship. Everything has a trace to follow its logic to function.
The reality has shown itself. Take the path you have already taken. Walk the way you have already walked. You shall benefit from listening to the voice in your mind, as it is not yet time to dark.
Oh.
Listen to the voice in my mind.
So
I
not
see.
what Matilda said.
I should not have hesitated. Thank you, Matilda.
That
Your
was
divination
confusing.
Is very
That felt
helpful.
hypocritical.
My
I'm so
mind is
confused
very
now.
clear now.
You're... Of course you should thank me.
She said, "Be brave and try something new," and then she's like, "Nope, do the stuff you've always done."
Much earlier. For your information, those seeking my help must make an appointment at least 15 days before the divination. Otherwise, they won't even get to see me.
We're halfway through chapter 4 now, if anyone is just joining us. With this story time.
You were very serious during the divination. Even your tone was different from usual. However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our time at school.
Matilda stands there, transfixed. Sonetta waves at her and walks out of the room.
Thank you for making time for me, Matilda. If you need my help next time, please let me know. Good night.
Aw. The door is carefully closed behind her. She's just cursing randomly and saying things that we can't understand, apparently. Yeah, that was a weird one. So it was like, first she was like, maybe you should, you know, follow your heart. Maybe that's doing the crazy thing. But then was it, what did she say, like, the fortune was pretty much telling her not to do that? To just keep it safe, or take the safe route for now. She's not ready to deviate quite yet. Oh man, I gotta get something set here. 1 second. I have to get Odd One linked for when I switch my stream here. So how much time do I have real quick for... Oh wait, what I wanted to know is this. Okay, so if I... This is 23, there was a lot of story there. So maybe tomorrow I could do this, and then then it'll be the following day doing the chapter 5. Oh man. Yeah, I think we're gonna switch to Odd One. Let me get this set, guys. Don't leave me yet. Let's actually... I think I'm gonna get off though early. I wanted to stay and do the whole thing is what I was gonna do, but my eye was just still driving me crazy, and it's really hard to live stream when it's driving me crazy. So instead we're gonna kind of raid into my husband, Odd One Gaming. He's live playing Watcher of Realms, which is my main channel. If you guys don't know my other YouTube channel that I have linked to everything, that is Watcher of Realms. Okay, Odd One just went live. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end my stream here on YouTube, and then we're gonna raid on Twitch and him playing some Nightmare Void Rift, so you guys can check out the other game I was talking about if you are interested. And if you do decide to try Watcher of Realms, if you guys don't know what that is, and you're here from Reverse 1999, I do have, like I said, I have an old other YouTube channel that's exclusive for Watcher of Realms. I do have affiliate links for their payment processor, Smile One. If anyone starts spending, be sure to use those. But that's, yeah, it's the main game I've been playing for over a year, so that's fun. Hour of Frost. Yeah, Steambun was here. He said hi, but he popped off a little bit ago. But we're about to head out now. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so spacey today. We sidetracked a little bit, and then I had to pause. But I decided to not do the super long stream continuing because of my stupid facial paralysis. So we'll hang out with the hubby instead. And I might make another video though for later, we'll see. Or keep an eye out. I'll always be posting promo codes that I find as well. I tend to find those that a lot of YouTubers don't seem to post those, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna transition over to him there. And then